After working with so many buyers here in Bullhead City and the nearby river communities, I have found that there's about 10 things that consistently make people stop and say, you know what, Amy, I don't think this is the right place for us. And these aren't internet rumors. These are real reasons that people have shared with me when we are touring homes and after they've spent some time here. And honestly, I think it's really important to talk about them. The clearer you are before you move, the better your decision will be, whether it's a yes or a no. Hi, I'm Amy Pierce with Keller Williams Arizona Living Realty, and I help clients relocate, buy second homes, and invest right here in Bullhead City and the surrounding areas in Mohave County, Arizona. Let's jump into the first one, and it is by far the biggest reason people decide not to move here. Without question, it's our summer heat. We don't just have a few hot days or a weekend with a heat wave. We have long, hot summers. And for some people, it is the deciding factor. Some, like myself, absolutely love the sunshine and the dry heat, while others realize quickly that they simply don't enjoy that level of heat for that long, especially in the months of July and August when our temperatures are at their highest. The heat affects your day-to-day lifestyle here, and it can impact how much time you can spend outdoors in the hottest months. Residents will adapt their schedules around the hottest times of the day, taking advantage of the early mornings or the early evenings into the night. Now, for people who want the warm weather most of the year, there is another option. I have clients that tell me that they love it here 9 or 10 months out of the year, and they truly enjoy fall, winter, and spring. And then in July and in August, they travel. They do the reverse of what we call our snowbirds. They live here most of the year and vacation somewhere cooler in the very hottest months. If you love our lifestyle but not the peak heat, then this can be a great strategy for you if you're retired or you work remotely. Right behind the heat, the next deciding factor is work and employment. We are made up of smaller communities along the river. Bullhead City has a population of about 45,000. Lake Havasu is just under 60,000. Kingman is similar to Bullhead, and Fort Mohave is under 20,000. With cities of this size, you don't generally see lots of large corporation headquarters, which means that there aren't many high-paying corporate roles in the immediate local market. Our primary industry includes healthcare, construction, government, education, and the service industry and the Laughlin Casino and Tourism Corridor. Economic development is absolutely focused on growth, and we're seeing more employees in more logistics type companies move into the region, but it's still much smaller than Phoenix and Las Vegas. Because of that, many people who are moving here are either retired, working remotely, or they already have or plan to have a job in one of our key industries that I had mentioned earlier, like healthcare, tourism, construction, education, or public service. The third deciding factor I hear is healthcare and availability. We do have hospitals, urgent care, and clinics locally. You can absolutely receive healthcare here. However, depending upon your individual needs, some specialists and major procedures may require travel to more larger metro areas. For retirees or anyone managing a chronic condition, this can be an important consideration. It doesn't mean you should or shouldn't move here. It simply means to do your homework up front. Look up what providers are available, where your specialists are located, and what travel time may look like for you. Now, beyond the heat, jobs, and healthcare, which can be the big 3 deal breakers, the rest of the list is more about the lifestyle and what it feels like here on a daily basis. Bullhead City and our neighboring river communities still very much feel like a small town, and that's number 4. Many people choose to move here for that exact reason: a smaller community that's growing, a different pace of life, and the lifestyle that comes with it. But it is still a smaller city, and that can be an adjustment for many people who are coming from larger metro areas. We are absolutely growing, more houses are being built, and new businesses continue to move into our area. More recreational opportunities are being developed, It's likely we won't reach the level of the places where many people are relocating from, but growth and change are part of our future. So that leads us to number 5, which is amenities and shopping expectations. If you're used to high-end designer districts and a huge variety of niche restaurants, then you won't quite find that level here. But we do have major retail options that are focused on essentials and national brands. Sam's Club, Home Depot, Lowe's, Target, Kohl's, Ross, Ulta, and PetSmart, along with national specialty stores and grocery stores, create our retail environment along with locally owned stores and restaurants. And business portfolios continue to expand in our area. My daughter and I, she loves the bookstores and I love retail. And we will drive to Las Vegas, spend the day at Barnes & Noble and stop by the Fashion Show Mall for some lunch and shopping. We'll make a day of it. And for us, Vegas is close enough that we can visit the big city for a day trip for those designer brands. And then we can come home to a little bit quieter living. Now on the flip side is number 6, and yes, it is a quieter area, but there are times when it doesn't quite feel so quiet because this is a vacation river destination. During the summer boating season, holiday weekends, snowbird season, and major events, you are going to notice much more traffic around the river, the casinos, on Highway 95. Our boat ramps will be busier, and so you just need to plan more time. Some neighborhoods may feel and find that the traffic has increased based on short-term rentals and Airbnbs. It's important to know that seasonal fluctuations are part of our living in this resort destination area. Now, 7, 8, and 9 will take us back to the discussion of climate because it's not only about the heat. During the summer months, we experience number 7, and that is our monsoon season. That can bring lightning, sudden downpours, and periods of high winds. For most locals, it simply becomes something that we are aware of and prepare for. It's about understanding the climate and taking normal property protection precautions so you minimize potential storm-related damage. Number 8 is the dry climate and landscape shock. Another big surprise for newcomers is just how dry the desert truly is and the lack of greenery. If you're coming from somewhere that has tall trees, grass, lots of lush landscaping, the transition to rock landscape and desert plants can feel dramatic at first and maybe hard to get used to on a regular basis. What you get in return is wide open desert and mountain views and the beautiful contrast of the Colorado River cutting right through the landscape. Part of relocating here is shifting from thinking that green equals beautiful to recognizing the different beauty of the desert and the river environment. Number 9 is desert wildlife, which is part of our life here. You may encounter scorpions, snakes, coyotes, and of course bugs. Most people rarely see most of those, but awareness matters, especially around the sunrise and sunsets and when you're exploring the wide open desert. So when you are in the desert, keep pets and children close, watch where you step, and be mindful. It's less about being fearful, but respecting the environment that you're in. And finally, let's talk about money, because this is one that a lot of people don't think about until after they move here, and that's additional expenses. There are certain expenses that may be higher than you are thinking of, depending upon where your home is located. It may include higher electricity bills during the summer, possible flood insurance depending upon where the property is located, HOA fees based on the amenities that the HOA offers, and none of these are inherently bad. They just simply are real costs to understand ahead of time so there are no surprises after closing. So those are the top 10 reasons you may decide not to move to Bullhead City or a nearby riverfront community. For others, the sunshine, the desert and river lifestyle, outdoor recreation, and overall pace of life far outweighs the challenges. I'd love to know in the comments which of these would be a deal breaker for you and which ones don't bother you at all. And if you're thinking about relocating, buying a second home, or investing right here and want some honest conversation about whether this area truly fits your lifestyle, then reach out. Use the link in the comments below or scan the QR code and book a call with me. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so that you don't miss any of my weekly videos about living in Bullhead City and life along the Colorado River. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.